will Chuck E. Cheese finally die in 2026? I mean, bro.
Chuck E. Cheese has...
Low-key, it's already dead. Like, bro, I haven't seen anyone going to it like lately, bro.
Done it. They've finally listened. 2 years after we gave them the blueprint for success on this very channel, gave them the tools they needed to rise from the ashes of their questionable pizza, they've launched something for the customers like you and me that grew up with Chuck E. Cheese but are now firmly in our 20s and 30s. They've modernized, matured...
Damn. 20s and 30s. Yo, I'm only 16, bro. Like, damn.
And reinvented the brand for the older audiences by stripping away literally every single thing those older audiences actually liked. Hello, Internet! Welcome to Food Theory, where a theorist can be a theorist. And for us, what that is clear as day, because you've clearly clicked that subscribe button down there. But
yo, guys, I came in like peak times of Chuck E. Cheese were part
for
like,
Chuck E. Cheese, they seem to be
like 2016 to 2018, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Confused as to who their audience is, which leads us to the question, who the heck is keeping Chuck E. Cheese in business? But in case you're lost, let me catch you up super fast. A couple of years ago on this very channel, we dove into the question of whether Five Nights at Freddy's killed Chuck E. Cheese. After all, Chuck is a heavy inspiration for the massively successful franchise, so it makes sense to think that CEC's fall in popularity was at least in part because of people clamoring for the horror version of the animatronics we all grew up with. If you haven't seen that episode, definitely do. But basically, we gave Chuck E. Cheese the blueprint for success. Don't fear FNAF or your brand. Embrace it. Older audiences want horror and immersive experiences with the IP they like. There's a reason why this year's Halloween Horror Nights was so anticipated. FNAF made its debut. I got to go and check it out for myself.
Yo, I still haven't even watched that movie. Like, damn, it came out in like 2025 or 4. Yo, I'm late.
Food, get the soul scared out of me, and I have to say, it was awesome. That's why we told Chuck to lean into the nostalgia that's actively dominating pop culture right now. Lean into the fact that generations of fans are obsessed with spooky animatronics, retro pizza parlors, and warped childhood memories. So with all that said, clearly Chuck got the memo from us, because they finally announced a brand new line of arcades aimed specifically at their older audience, from older teens to adults in their 20s and 30s. And just in time for the FNAF 2 hype. They took the parts people love, the tickets, the food, the drinks, the retro games, the anime...
Yo, their pizza shape is so weird, but it's good as hell. I don't even know why, bro.
Tronics, and got rid of all of them. Seriously, Chuck's Arcade, as it's being called, is just all the new shiny games you find at Chuck E. Cheese's now, just in a mall, with none of the...
Is that what it's called now? Damn, I haven't been there for that long.
Good stuff. The only horror-like element is that the old mascot suits are kept in giant glass boxes for people to get creeped out by as they walk around. Honestly, who asked for this? When was the last time a whole adult thought, you know what would make this Chuck E. Cheese better? If it didn't have any of the games I loved as a kid, didn't have those pesky tickets, and didn't have anything for me to eat. Spoiler? Never. With stores closing and revenue fluctuating over the years,
I mean, bro, if you're an adult, why are you even going to Chuck E. Cheese? I mean, like, if you're taking your kid, that would be reasonable, but like a pure adult, yeah, I don't know.
This attempt at getting the audience that's outgrown them to come back just begs the question, who the heck is keeping Chuck E. Cheese in business? Let's talk about what Chuck's Arcade actually is, because that's really what's at the center of this. Earlier this year, in June, the company announced that it was time to start evolving, and it would step into a new era with a bold new arcade concept, Chuck's Arcade. By the way, those are their words, definitely not mine, because new? Maybe. Bold? Not at all. In their release statement, they claim that the arcade is for adults and lifelong fans who grew up with the lights and dinging sounds of the Chuck E. Cheeses of yesteryear. Not for families, not for kids, adults and lifelong fans, where nostalgia meets the future in a mall. You know, because nothing says future and success like a mall. Doing the research for what these arcades actually look like, it gets worse. This isn't a nostalgic arcade. There are no retro games.
Yo, that is so trash, bro. Oh my god, they don't even have a... What? Yo, that is trash, bro. They don't even have like 90% that they had like before.
Air hockey and some claw machines seem to be the most retro things in there. And then there's the food. Or rather, the lack of food. Chuck's Arcade doesn't serve pizza, or wings, or snacks. Many locations don't serve anything at all, not even drinks. No sodas, no cocktails, no mocktails. And that alone knocks out the adult market, because food and drink are the economic engine of every successful entertainment concept. Adults don't go out for arcade games. Not really. They go out for wings, specialty cocktails, and the chance to scream at Mario Kart with their friends while mildly buzzed. And even then, it's not like the entertainment business is booming. Dave & Buster's, arguably the biggest of the adult entertainment venues, the family-friendly kind of adult entertainment, has been declining steadily for years. The reality is, the entertainment novelty wears off if you go over and over. It's more of a once-in-a-while sort of thing to shake up the regular weekend routine. But by removing the culinary element entirely, Chuck's Arcade created an arcade.
Yo, who made Chuck's Arcade, bro? That's so trash. Why couldn't they just stick with like the OG way of it, bro?
Experience that actively discourages people from staying longer than 5 minutes. Chuck's Arcade is just a symptom of a much bigger problem for Chuck E. Cheese, though. In an age where there's more competition than ever, they have no idea who they're trying to bring back into their stores. Back in 2020, Chuck filed for bankruptcy, closing down slightly over 70 stores. The pandemic was sort of the final nail in the coffin for them, and they decided to restructure everything in the hopes that they could come out better on the other end. They got a new CEO, David McKillops, to help guide them through. Thing is, when you file for bankruptcy and try to bounce back, you need to make money, and fast. That's why they decided to change everything in what they called a 2.0 remodel program. Animatronics went the way of the dodo bird. The mascot got a whole new rebrand to Rockstar Chucky, and they installed giant video.
Oh, yo, that's why they look so different, bro. Oh, damn.
Walls and light up dance floors. I guess they figured we're all addicted to screens, so giant ones on their floors and walls will get us addicted to Chuck E. Cheese again. And the worst part is, it didn't not work. The company reported an increase in revenue from $912 million in 2019 to $1.2 billion in 2023. I guess that's what happens when you finally clean and remodel your stores after 40 years. But that doesn't tell the whole story, because this year the company is the closest it's been to bankruptcy since 2020. Just a short 5 years later. They've been trying to refinance their $650 million debt, but now need the owners to give them $600 million to bail them out. They may have made money for a bit, but they were drowning in debt from the get-go. And in trying to lure people in with the shiny screens, they got rid of everything that made them special in the first place. Even if it's not a place kids tend to go to willy-nilly, Chuck E. Cheese was the spot for birthday parties. Kids get to run around, win prizes, and most importantly, eat pizza. Parents win because it was always affordable and they get to rest for a bit. As much as you can rest with constant ding 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 and screaming, but a break is a break. Now though, if you look at their cheapest package, $100 for
$100? Yo, I swear to God, it was never like that, bro. What the hell? Yo.
Kids, there's no pizza at all. You don't even get hosts like Rockstar.
Why is my Chromebook running out of charge, bro? Alright, let's finish this.
Or Chucky to appear. You have to get the upgraded packages to not even get multiple full pizzas. It's 2 slices per kid. Seriously. Sure, there's 1 extra pizza, but if you have a party of 10, that's not even a 3rd slice for everybody. And that's why I said
that pizza's good though. I can't even lie. That pizza's good, bro. You have to end the video though, cause my Chromebook's about to run out 1%, bro. I love you. Next video.